Now, I don't understand why not a lot of people understand the bro code. It is severely one of the most important things amongst bros. Like, no joke, if you're a guy and you don't follow a bro code, do you even have friends? Like, seriously, this bro code is a serious thing. And we're gonna actually continue the series. If you guys don't know, I actually made a part 1 about this, but this is the second part of the bro code. So let's jump straight into it. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and welcome back to the bro code. Now, the bro code is actually something really important, like I said earlier, and we're gonna start off with continuing off where I last left off. The last thing I said last time in the last episode was never leave your bro without a ride. But did I mention how important it is to make sure that your bro never gets a girl's name tattooed on him? Okay, the amount of times I've seen many bad tattoos out there, okay, no joke, no guy should ever get anyone's name tattooed on them, period. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, like, oh, but Bubba, what about my mom's name? Okay, fair enough, you can get your mom's name tatted, but let's be honest, how many people have the same name as your mom? And also, if you're doing the devil's tango with a girl and she looks at your chest or any part of your body and sees that there's a name on there, how in the world are you going to explain that? Oh yeah, you know, I have my mom's name tattooed on me. Like, dude, come on. You can't do a lot of stupid things. And actually, that goes along with the next rule of the bro code. Don't let him do stupid things, or too stupid. What I mean by this is, as guys, we are actually like made to do crazy things. Like, if you guys see in any like superhero movie or even high school films, it's usually the guy doing the most outlandish things that could lead to a lot of trouble, from self-injury to getting expelled to doing a lot of things that could get you in just bad situations. And this is where I say, don't let your bro do it. Okay, if you know as a guy that your bro is gonna do something that he's totally gonna regret and it's gonna lead to a lot of trouble and it's just not worth it for him, tell him that. The amount of times I've saved my bros from doing bad things led to them actually being more successful than me and actually not as sad in life. So seriously, don't let it happen. Don't let your friends do questionable things that could do really bad stuff, especially when you're under the influence. Always make sure that there's a bro at standby to make sure nothing bad happens. Now, I will say this, when it comes to having a bro, you know, a lot of guys get into the most dark situations in their life that make you actually want to disband them. I know for a fact, like, for example, there was one time where I had a bro and he ended up actually doing something that a lot of people frowned upon him for. And he actually went down in the popularity scale of our school just because of what he did. I'm not going to say what he did because, well, YouTube might demonetize this video if I do, but I'm going to say this, even though everyone did not like him and it led to him losing a lot of friends in his life, as a bro, I stuck by his side. Actually, till this day, I stuck by his side. And even though he's still alone and still basically kind of a sad person, I'm not gonna lie, as a bro, I'm still there for him and I still treat him like a bro. You gotta be there for the good and bad times is what I'm saying. And seriously, that's just another rule that you guys have to listen to. And now for the next rule. And this next rule is actually something that should be like well known, like it's common sense, but basically never hit him below the belt. If you guys don't know what this means, basically never hit a guy or your bro in the eggplant area. I know how in movies we always see girls hitting guys in the eggplant area, but as dudes, we should not do it. Because one, it's kind of sus that you're even considering touching your bro's eggplant, even if it's for, you know, hitting purposes. But I'm gonna be honest, anything below the belt is off limits. I'd rather have a guy punch me in the face than punch me in the eggplant. Seriously, it is just a no-go, and just don't ever consider yourself doing it. I know it's a way to actually make them hurt a lot, but at the same time, like, it's a cheap shot. It's like in boxing when you hit someone in the back of the head and it's an illegal shot. It's the same thing for hitting them in the eggplant. It's just a no-no. Seriously, don't do it. It actually leads me to a time where I remember one of my homies, he was hanging out in the hallway and his girlfriend actually ended up walking up to him and straight up kneed him in the eggplant. And trust me when I say this, after that whole situation in front of everybody, when it happened, his spirits were at an all-time low. And actually that leads to my next point, and this is the next rule in the bro code. When he's down, pick him up. No joke, after that whole thing with him getting kneed in the eggplant area, I'm gonna say this, I ended up actually making him realize how it's funny and just kind of lifted his spirits up from it. That's the thing, bros now and then tend to feel down. They tend to feel alone. They tend to feel sometimes that things aren't just going their way. And I even get these moments all the time, and I'm sure you guys do as well watching this video. So in my opinion, if you're at an all-time low, pick him up when he's down. Seriously, your bro is always there for you. And actually, I'm always there for you. If you guys ever feel alone, just join the Discord server, link down below, and I'm down to talk to you guys and maybe lift your spirits up. Because if you're watching this video, chances are you're my bro. And also, if you press the subscribe button, you're also my bro. But now comes to another rule that I need to address. And I'm maybe not the right person to say this rule, but at the same time, I'm gonna say it because I have no one else with me right now in the room. But if your bro has a girlfriend and you think that that girlfriend is cheating on him, you have the obligation and the total right where you have to tell him that. I know a lot of bros want to, like, you know, be happy that their bro is in a relationship, relationship, and I totally get that. But if you know that something's going down and this girl is gonna be bad, like news, and especially if the girl's like, for example, cheating or talking to a ton of different guys, your duty as a bro is to tell him that. Sometimes guys are so like love struck and in love to the point where they can't think straight. They only think about what's, well, between their legs. I should know this because, well, my whole channel's filled with it. But seriously, it is your duty to make sure that if you think that their girl is cheating, you gotta tell them. You gotta. Like, there's no excuse. I shouldn't even have to make an excuse. There's no, oh, but like, it's not my place. If you're a bro, it is your place. And if you think that it's not, then are you really a bro? Like, seriously. But that also leads to my next rule, which kind of almost contradicts it. And I say almost because, well, you never know, right? But at the same time, this next rule is basically respect each other's boundaries. Okay, now I understand totally 100% that it's funnier to make fun of someone's like, you know, dead parent to, you know, making really harsh, dark humor jokes when it comes to your homies and bros that probably no one's gonna hear. Like, let's be honest, if someone recorded my Xbox game chats back when I was like, I don't know, in high school, I'd probably get canceled. But out of all those dark jokes I made with my homies, and even though some of them maybe seemed like a personal attack, we knew each other's boundaries for how far we could go. Like, for example, I had one homie that had a dead dog, and honestly, the first couple months when his dog died, we didn't make jokes about it. But when he made a joke about it, that's when we all started making jokes about it, because we knew that it wasn't gonna pass his boundaries. That's the thing, you can kind of sense these things when you become bros with someone. Just make sure you respect the boundaries of someone when you're making these jokes, because some people just don't understand that, and just getting into your bro's personal life to an in-depth point where you seem like their father instead of their bro is a really bad thing. Like, for example, I had one of my bros actually end up trying to do my finances even though they didn't understand anything about my life. Just don't get into people's boundaries. Seriously, it's just not worth it. Okay, so this next one I'm gonna say requires you to lie. I know not a lot of people can lie on this world, but I'm gonna say this, sometimes you have to. And actually, there was one time where I had one of my homies, his girlfriend actually ended up calling me, and I didn't know why his girlfriend was calling me, but when she called me, I picked up the phone and said, yo, what's going on? Hey, Bubba, I was just wondering, do you know where Travis is? Like, seriously, I need to talk to Travis, like, right now. Do you know where he is at all? No, I have no idea. Even though he was sitting right next to me. I'm gonna say this, if your bro's girlfriend calls you and asks where he is or where he was, you have to lie and say, I don't know. Okay, seriously, no matter what, you have to say, I don't know. I don't care if you actually know, and I don't care if they're sitting right beside you, and I don't care if they're in the same party as you talking to a different chick. As long as he is being your bro, you can't say anything. You don't know anything, that's it. Simple as that. I know some people think like, oh, like that's so rude though. Like that makes no sense. The bro code is not supposed to make sense. It's supposed to make only sense to the bros, okay? So just follow along with it and don't break that rule. And now this final rule that I'm going to tell you is really important. And honestly, I might have to make a part 3 for the series. So if you guys do want the next part of the bro code, press that like button and subscribe. But the last part is never leave a fist bump hanging. Seriously, the amount of times I've given a fist bump or a handshake towards someone and they totally acknowledged it but didn't do it really hurt my feelings. And to this day, if I see someone leaving me hanging, they're not a bro. If anything, I guess they're a loser. So my opinion, never leave a bro hanging. Even if it's a simple fist bump to a handshake. Don't leave your bro hanging. And as a bro right now, I'm gonna ask you to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see all you dudes in the next video. Peace out, guys.